Hey guys, so okay, welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Let's carry on where we left off. I got stuck trying to open this locker. So I quickly refreshed my memory before starting the game up again, watched the previous video, and I think I know what's wrong. So let's just have a quick recap. We've got these shapes on the table. I even drew them on my handy dandy little whiteboard here. I've got a triangle facing upwards. Now, let's go back to that damn poster and confirm the fact that the triangle on her leg is upside down, so it could be a classic 6 and 9 mix-up. Just like in Danganronpa 2 in the Final Dead room, right? Except this time there's no line at the bottom. So yeah, it's an upside down triangle. I'm going to assume that's not a 9, that is a 6. 6 is used twice. What a psychological trick. Alright. If this doesn't work, I'm going to laugh, because we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Quite literally, on my archive. Oh, sorry, not my archive, my memo. Okay, let's give it a shot. Turn the wrong way, sorry. So, memo, it becomes 1686. So, 1, 6, 8, 6. Fuck it all, guys. I got it wrong. Alright, what if we try 1, 9, 8, 6. Alright, there we go, because the star must have been upside down as well. Alright, fair enough. What do we got here? Yes! It opened! There's a small screen inside the locker. Ah. Safe combination. Oh. This is just like the code we saw in the Ambidex room. I mean, it's a different code, of course, but it looks really similar. I think this probably opens a safe. You found a safe password. View it, navigate to the pass tab in the archive. I'm gonna guess this is the escape code. Let's give it a shot. Archive. Safe quarters. Star, moon, sun. Oh, really? Dude, am I high? I'm so sorry, guys. That is not a sun. Even though the star... A sun is a star, but that was not the sun. Okay. Yes! It opened! Ambidex room keycard and the key to get out of here. Nice. Man, what good is a victory dance when there's no one there to see it? I'm lonely. Call them up. Let's get them in the room. We can have a party. Oh well. I'll just have to look inside. Wait a minute. If I look through the stuff in here without telling Fire and Alice, they might be suspicious later. You took something when we weren't looking. Yeah, those are two bad sides I really don't want to be on. I think I'll just go get them before I go through it. Alright, fair enough. Makes sense. Well, that was easy enough. Hey, what's this? Did you open this, Sigma? Yeah, who else could have? Why didn't you tell us sooner? What? Forget about it, Alice. Let's just see what's in there. What's this thing? A map. So this is a map of the entire facility? I don't want to say ship. And this is just floor A. So those are the... That's the magenta door, yellow door, cyan door. Okay, so I guess... Oh, we must have to come back here, right? Because that's where the number 9 door is. Number 9 door is. I'm just thinking because that's warehouse A, or floor A, right? So... Okay. Guessing these X's mean locked doors, which means we can't go that way. We'll go this way. We'll probably meet up with the yellow team. Magenta, we were not going to meet up with them until way later. Interesting. Okay. It says floor A. We can look at it more later. There's more stuff in the safe. Why don't we get all of it before we start going through it? Good idea. Looks like we've got a card. Oop, make that 2 cards. 2 key cards. This is one of those cards for the AB rooms. See? It says Ambidex room right there. Thank you, Alice. Very well done. So it does. It's got a sun on it as well. Then we can use these to open the AB rooms. Yes. But how are we supposed to get back there? The door to the warehouse is still locked. I think the answer to that question is in the safe. Check out this note. I thought it was part of the secret safe. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. So now that we've solved the puzzle, anyone can come here? I see. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. I see. So once we get out of the crew's quarters, we can head back to the warehouse, right? Yeah, seems like it. And this key is how we're going to get out of here. Right. So this key will open the door at the end of the hallway? Sure will, right? A key I found in the safe. I should be able to use this to open the exit. Let's go. Wait, what about this book on top of the safe? Oh, it's a book about cats. But do we have time for that, right, Meow? The puns are too much in this game. Meow? Sorry, it's the sound a cat makes, Fi. It's this sort of... I guess you could call it a tick. Interesting. You've got a tick of making puns, and so does Zero, Sigma. I've had it since I was young. I wish I was just kitten, but I can't control it. It's not dangerous, though. You're perfectly fine. Unless he's joking about the tick. Not dangerous? Anyway, the book's called Schrodinger's Cat, I think? Schrodinger's Cat? Schrodinger's Cat, guys? Don't you mean Schrodinger's cat? Oh, you've heard of it? I think it'd be harder to find someone who hasn't heard of it. Yeah, I guess a lot of people know about Schrodinger's cat, but maybe they don't know what it is, or what it means. For real? Do you know what it is too, Alice? Of course I do. I was just wondering why this book was here. So what is Schrodinger's cat? It's a quantum physics thought experiment. Yeah, thought so. Quantum physics. The book probably discusses the principles the experiment talks about in more depth. See, Erwin Rudolf Joseph Alexander Schrödinger was a scholar of theoretical physics in Austria. He was born in 1887 and... Wait, is this going to be a long story? I read something recently, someone was comparing Danganronpa and Zero Escape, and they mentioned, like, sometimes when you're talking to the characters, they just, like, recite a Wikipedia article or something, like, from memory. It's quite amazing. And I always found that one funny, especially in 999. I think we were, like, locked in the freezer or something, and we were talking about Ice Nine and, I think, Santa, or... Akane was a terrible culprit of that. She just, like, spat out all these things that she knew, like, off the top of her head. It was crazy. I mean, you know, they have to explain it somehow. I just thought it was funny the way they present the information in these games. Yes, thought so. How about we talk about it later, then? I mean, we just found the key that'll get us out of here. You do have a point there. Yes, he does. We should leave. Now. Alright, let's go. No, not yet. I need to find out... the password to get the files. Sigma, what are you doing? Let's get out of here. Oh, really? Last time I could do both, couldn't I? Or am I just high? I have the key, we should get going. Maybe we can come back to this room? I hope so. The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Okay. I'm ready. Go for it. Alright then. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. We found it, guys! Whew. Alright, that wasn't so bad, but I did get stuck. Right, well, we traveled quite far. I thought we were going to meet up with the others. Nope. Not to be. We made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us. I suppose it's not a big deal if I don't collect the file now. It's just I'd like to get it done on the first try. Hey, looks like the gang's all here. So there we go. We have reunited with everyone. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
Cool. That's nice. So did we.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Did everyone else get a map, or was it just us, the lucky ones, going through the cyan door? Oh, right. Cool, so we all meet up here. I thought there'd be other, like, escape rooms here, for example. Or that big, gigantic room there. So what's the purpose of all these rooms then, and all these locked doors? Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
Okay, cool. So everyone's got a map. The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
Infirmary. That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Huh.
So we got crew quarters, lounge, infirmary. Sounds like we're on like another ship or something, right?
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
Yeah, good idea.
No.
Okay, never mind then. Fire has spoken, guys.
There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Fair enough. But shouldn't we just have the... We don't know where the elevator goes. Shouldn't we just exchange the information now? Before we might get split up again, you know? Like under a time limit. Like we're safe in here, right? I don't think this entire game has a time limit this time. Previous game we had 9 hours to escape the entire ship. Well, it wasn't a ship, it was a facility. In this game I don't think there's such a time limit. It's just we gotta get the BP points and get out of here.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
Right, so I guess we're on floor B now.
The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
So these are our bracelet colors now.
Are these chromatic doors?
Look to be.
Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? So I guess we have to wait a while. Yeah. Won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
No. I suppose we have to wait until it unlocks.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Really? Numbers. Oh, yeah, the time left. Oh, right. I was gonna say, no, we're still on 3 BP, aren't we? Looks like 2 hours. 2 hours? 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
So we have to sit here for 2 hours and 6 minutes?
You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Jeez, that's a bit excessive.
Yeah, looks like we don't have a choice then.
Couldn't we go back then? Because we've escaped our relative rooms.
We gotta head back.
Yeah.
Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules?
Oh, yes.
Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. So we've got 2 hours to spare, or kill, or whatever you want to, use, what verb you want to give out there. So I suppose we should go through the other rooms as well, but then they've been solved already, so why would we need to go in and out of the other rooms unless there's other stuff hidden in there? Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to.
Yeah, sounds about right. Otherwise we're just gonna be chilling out here for 2 hours, sharing stories.
Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
Yeah, oh, that's right as well. We should probably go to the Ambidex rooms.
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
But we only found 2, right?
We found some too.
So everyone got 2 Ambidex keycards. I can't remember the rules with the Ambidex rooms. How many people can go into one at a time? Is it just one person? That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
Yeah, of course. We're trapped here. We're at his or her mercy.
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole.
Everyone, take it easy. I know tensions are high, we don't know each other, and we're stuck in a wonderful facility having to work together. But we gotta get through this.
Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Well,
Alright, fine. I'm going.
cool. Thank you. Alright. No one should be splitting up either. Let's all stay together as much as we can. Otherwise, I'll have no choice but to suspect you of being Zero. Alright. Back to the main room. Suppose we'll just go through one of the doors. Crew quarters. Wait, did we all go back through our own doors? Can I re-solve crew quarters now and see if I can get that safe password?
So,
hello.
this is the crew quarters, huh?
Ah, so we all came here. Cool, cool.
Just as the note said, we had no trouble getting in here.
No.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
But why would we need to? That's the question.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa! They got a poster of a lady in here! It
Wow.
looks like the ones you got back home!
Wait, what?
This one's pretty hot. I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Who were you? Were you referring to Tenryuji here? Does that mean you know Tenryuji, or were you just joking?
Agreed.
Huh.
I sure would like to take it home with me.
You a collector of bikini posters, I should say, not bikinis. God, can't imagine him wearing one.
Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that.
No.
Let's keep moving.
Well, hold on. Grandpa? Yeah. So he wasn't being derogatory, he was literally calling him Grandpa. Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary Game. And if Quark was calling Tenryuji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Well, Fi called me Grandpa. Does that mean I'm her grandfather? Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Alice and Clover know each other. Apparently Quark and Tenryuji know each other. I wonder if Luna and Dio know each other. And Fi knew my name, which is interesting. And we don't know who K is. Maybe he's someone I know.
Let's go, buddy. I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, grandpa videos.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh! You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Yeah, so they must know each other then. Alright, out we go. Warehouse A. Wonder what's downstairs then. Probably more keycards to get. 2 Milk Bingo Comedy. Yeah, good morning.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Yeah, well, we were just being thorough.
Ah, for... yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it.
What? Is antagonizing you against the rules now?
So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise... Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier.
So now it's time to have a look inside the Ambidex rooms, huh?
Namely, how do you get more BP?
We could go into the AB rooms, right? Look, we've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
So only 6 of us can go and collect BP, which means some of us are going to be falling behind.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same
sorry.
destiny.
Of course, so fine, I have to go to the same door. I was kind of thinking that, but I just needed to be sure. Always good to clarify the rules of a death game.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes, yes.
Guess you're kind of at a disadvantage if you're a solo, right? You only got 1 brain compared to 2.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game.
Really?
Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex Game!
Wait, what's Ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
Yes, please clarify.
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous.
That's what I thought, but I can't see a theme.
Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
I see. I've never heard it used in that context before, though. It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Oh my.
And what's the Nonary Game?
That refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape.
But why?
The Ambidex Game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Does. Sort of. I can see where you're coming from, but I need to know why.
Like hell.
Obviously.
Shit is confusing.
Obviously, we're at the beginning, so we're not going to figure it out just yet.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Bio?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please?
You're changing voices now?
I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside.
Alright, thank you, milady.
I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Alrighty. So we just pick a room, huh? Okay, Quark and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmuji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door. But fine, I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. So is it going to be the same as when we woke up in them? Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me?
Because we share the same destiny, obviously we need to go.
Just hurry up and get in there.
Jeez, okay. Man. Alright. Let's get our thinking caps on, lads and lasses.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
Well, 6 of them have, but...
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Polling? So... What? This game's got a time limit too?
Something
Wait.
wrong?
Polling is in like... So this is to do with betrayal. Do we have to like vote on who we think 0 is or something? No. Nothing, There's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know,
Let's get inside.
What are you talking about, Sigma? Yeah, right. Okay, hang on. I need to clarify what this means. Polling station. So it's not another puzzle.
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
Yeah, because it is the room we woke up in, pretty much. Just not the exact same room. I think we're to the left of it. Because we were in the second left room, right? Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. There we go. We've begun. 45 minutes.
Shit!
What? I was following the instructions, man.
What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
I'm literally following the instructions on a screen, Fi, okay? What do you want me to do? What? I just pressed the start button. Jeez, it's not like we're locked in here forever.
Did you even read what it said?
Yes, I did. Thank you. Can you please stop getting on, like, my case, alright? You want to take care of business? Go ahead, okay? You're asking me to do stuff. You tell me not to ask you to do things, right? Like, should we go to the Ambidex room? Well, why are you asking me? Should I push the start button? You just reply, well, why are you asking me? You know? Just take it easy, alright? I'm in a ranty mood right now, okay? I'm stressed out.
Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, calm down. Shit, have a nap. Fuck's sake. Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I'm stupid. And
Hey,
oh,
hey,
duh,
hey!
whoopsies.
Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
Yes. AB gate. See, everyone else did it, alright? So take it easy.
That's the door
AB
to
gate?
the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now.
Yes.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Alright.
Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent.
Yes.
But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody.
So we're not going to be starting up an Apex Legends game?
Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
Or womano a womano?
Well, there are two people in each pair, aren't there?
Right.
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
So we're competing against Alice.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they?
Yes.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
And it goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamioli. And B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it?
I certainly hope not.
After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What?
What? Indeed.
Don't get it?
No. Junko.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
Okay.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room.
Yes, queen.
You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
I do.
All you guys have to do
Is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
So is this some sort of like prisoner's dilemma?
your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick.
It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The
It
plus
is.
and minus are from your point of view.
So... Fuck. Alright, cool. So, if we both choose ally, we get +2. If I choose betray, and she chooses ally, she loses 2 points. Okay, alright. If we both choose to betray, we both get 0. But that's the optimal outcome, isn't it? Betraying keeps us safe from losing any points. All we'll do is just not be able to gain any.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
And you'll all get a nice warm fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that
The best pals outcome.
Yeah. But that only works if we both decide to ally.
Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
And that means we have to trust Alice to click ally as well.
next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3.
But then they look like an asshole. Because we're going to be able to easily tell who was who allied and who betrayed, right? Because if anyone has 6 points, that means they betrayed.
We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome.
Gosh.
I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario.
Well, we both choose to betray.
This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
Cool.
Boring.
But that's going to be the default outcome in most cases, right? This is simple game theory. We choose betray, we'll never have the negative outcome of losing points, but we'll never get to advance either. That's the thing.
We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation. I want to...
Oops, sorry.
You're probably wondering
Trigger
about
happy.
the pairs, aren't you? Oh, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too.
So in a way, I guess this is harder for the pairs because we need to come to a consensus.
The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
Like, I want to trust Alice, I really do. But, you know, I have to think. Betray is my safest option. But then again, you never get anywhere if you play it safe.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
Alright, well,
Okay then.
since Fi seems to have a big problem with what I do and how I handle things around here, maybe we'll let her make the big choice.
I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well,
Interesting.
actually, there's a little bit more,
So I'm
but
guessing this obviously affects the outcome of the different endings and whatnot.
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
I like this twist. What? Why does it have to wait?
hush now. It'll be okay.
No, it won't!
30 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out.
I wonder if anyone's gonna just, like, not show their bracelets anymore. But then again, you'll know the other person's, but you won't know any other pair that you weren't competing against.
Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
No, about the fire extinguisher in the corner. Of course the AB game. Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Sure is.
This is really kind of an interesting game.
Hate to say it, but it is.
Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
You've never heard of it?
Yeah. No, totally never heard of it. I'll let you explain.
It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
Yeah.
Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
It's always in the best interest... Sorry, I should say. The best outcome is them working together. But can you trust the other person to do the same choice? Because if you choose differently, you could be at a disadvantage. Apple and Banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup.
Yeah.
You following me?
Not telepaths, huh? Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
Cooperate or don't cooperate. Depending on what you choose, you get a smaller sentence or a larger one.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do.
Yeah.
Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything.
You'll get 1 year, or you'll even go free.
I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year.
You get 15.
You get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be?
Gonna give me what I want? Or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So, that's the prisoner's dilemma?
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, See, the thing is, this is kind of a different scenario, different situation. Because we're obviously going to have to keep coming back to these Ambidex rooms, because no one's going to get straight to 9 points based off this one activity, right? Whereas in the classic prisoner's dilemma problem, you only get one shot. Rat out your pal or surrender. Oh, sorry, keep silent. And then you're done. But here, we have several attempts. It's just whether or not we can trust anyone who gets 9 points to stick around and wait for everyone else to escape with them, right? Because once you get 9 points, I suppose you'd always choose betray. But then, whoever you team up with, right, would also choose betray, which means they'll never get any points. Yeah, okay. If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. Exactly. It's always optimal to go this way, even though that's not the best outcome. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I could shave off 5 years off of that. And then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years.
But the thing is, see, if we're both considering this option and I decide to go against it, he's still considering the betray option, and then I get the short end of the stick.
Do you get it?
I do get it. That's the problem. That's the huge issue here.
If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too.
Yeah.
You see now?
I do.
The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yes. Yeah. They are pretty much the same thing. I mean, I shouldn't rag on Fi, obviously, because some people probably haven't heard of the prisoner's dilemma. Because she's getting mad at me, alright? I just need to fight back a little bit. I need to stand my ground. I'm not gonna roll over and be her doormat. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us. Maybe it's just my naivete, but if I'm competing against Alice, I'd like to ally with her. The only people I probably wouldn't would be Dio and Kay. Tenmuji, I think, has got a good head on his shoulders. Clover, I think she's probably not going to be betraying everyone, but then again, in the previous game she was pretty shaky. But then again, we don't know how long it's been since 999, right? Has she, like, matured a bit since then? She's not gonna go axe crazy on us and slice our heads off?
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
Zero, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting Zero in the AB game.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked ally. What would our total points be?
5. Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points. Alright. Altogether, sorry. Then yeah.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses betray.
The pair who picked betray will get 3 points each. So in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4, 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always choose ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses betray, the total points we get goes down. Too bad we can't discuss this before because we didn't know what the AB game was going to be. We guessed it was going to be Prisoner's Dilemma, but didn't know for sure. And one of us could be 0, and that person could always be screwing with the game.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits.
That's if we could trust everyone in this group.
But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too.
I like this twist on, it's making it a lot different from 999.
If all of us choose betray, then the group gets 0 points.
And no one gets anywhere.
Ultimately, nobody benefits.
I'm guessing there's only a limited amount of times we get to go into the Ambidex rooms.
Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
This is the game saying, you should always choose ally, dude. No matter what. Cool. Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick ally.
No.
Oh, well, that's cool. What are we gonna do then?
I mean the opposite.
You want to choose betray. What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma.
It's the safest option. But then we're never going to get out of here if we always choose betray. And then they choose betray as well.
Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one.
Exactly. It goes against our self-interests.
You want to pick it, but you can't.
Well, sorry. It's not our self-interests. Like, it isn't our self-interest to get the shortest term. But that's only if we can trust the other person on the other side of this.
A dilemma. If we choose ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses betray?
And see, the thing is, because we do this over and over again, if someone chooses betray and another person chooses ally and they get their points subtracted, then we'll know that we can't trust Alice in these AB games anymore, and we'll always choose to betray her. And she'll always choose betray, which means she'll always get 0 points, and she'll be stuck on 6. Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
20 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
It's a tough call. I do agree with Fi. Like, obviously, it's a tough decision. Choosing betray is the rational decision.
Unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray.
Because she's probably thinking the same thing. If she's familiar with the prisoner's dilemma, she's going to be like, they're going to choose betray, because they would have considered all their options, which means I have to choose betray.
Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice.
I think for this first one, we do have to choose betray.
It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
I do want to trust her. But at this point... Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? And what does that mean? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? We're sharing the same destiny here, Fi. Tell me everything you know. Yeah, you know. There's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name?
Oh, knock it off.
Oh, come on, you can't be serious right now. You're really antagonizing me now.
This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient! This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero. But if she was working with Zero, would she really just say, oh, your name's Sigma? I know that. I'm not going to tell you how I know that, though. Like, that would just be a red flag.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
No. Maybe. I don't know. We make puns, but that's the extent of our commonality. Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
You don't look exactly panicked either, you know. Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject.
Why? We're talking about calmness, aren't we? We're on the same subject, Fi.
We're talking about you.
No, I was asking you how you know my name. You changed the subject first, young lady. Or old, I don't know.
Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you. I've never seen you before in my life. God, this is getting us nowhere. Whoa. What's going on? Objection? Break. What's going on? Have we done this before?
Sigma.
Was that a bomb?
Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it.
Solo? Oh my gosh, what's happening? What a tease.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma.
Oh, I want to be in this universe where Fi's nice to me.
Goodbye.
Ba-boom. Whoa. Well, shit. What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw...
Saw what?
You. Being kind. That's what I saw. It's impossible.